the kill chain actually starts way before the ransomware executes. To do a proper, this is again the cat and mouse game, and the more elegant, the more time you invest in the attack, then the better, much better results you're going to get. And it's not linear, it's exponential. The extra hour you spend on doing a recon on your target, then you're going to get 10x the return there. So it starts with recon. You need to figure out exactly who your target is, who they are, what platforms are they running, how do they do things, what software they use, what cloud they use, what hardware they use, what brand their laptops are, what version of operating system they have, which language their employees speak, and therefore their computers are using in their operating system and software. All that information is going to give you very targeted attack vectors. And the more you narrow it down, then the bigger the impact is going to be. If I am a Mac user and I get a spam email that says your Windows license is about to expire, then I'm not going to click it. Even if it goes through my spam filter and gets to my actual inbox, I'm going to tag it as spam and delete it. So if you want to launch a ransomware attack that starts there, that gets to that computer there, you need to do recon. And that's what they do. Attackers do the recon. Again, it's a matter of intelligence and depending on how much you want to invest as an attacker. But good attacks usually go through this heavily. So you do recon, and then you get as much information as you can from about your target, from open source intelligence, from actual espionage, from posing as a pizza delivery guy and going to the lobby. There's a lot of very cool stuff, very Hollywood-esque stuff that actually happens in real life. And that's one. You get all the information you can from your target. The second one is to create an actual attack plan. There's a plan. It's not just shooting at a wall. It's shooting at a wall is not the expression. Doesn't matter. Then it's the second step. Second step is to actually build an attack plan, and it's specific. It's spear phishing. It's very, very narrow, very specific. You leverage all the intelligence you've gathered on the recon stage, and then you put together a plan. Like setting up those spam emails about the Windows license. You got to build those. You got to have websites on the other side. You have to have your own infrastructure. You have to be ready for when that attack happens. What if you get the malware to be installed and running? You got to have something on the other side to respond and be able to send commands. You have to build the infrastructure. And then you need to actually launch it. You launch it, and then you send those emails. You make those phone calls. You send that fake gift with a flash drive inside that has some malware. You do all those things. You launch that, and then you sit and wait. And then you look at your console with all the reds, and then you start seeing 1 green, 2 green, 3 green. Every green is one infection. Employee A got infected, employee B got infected, employee C got infected. And then you start seeing the spread. And that's where it gets interesting. That's where the hockey stick goes in. You see the spikes in green. You see the spikes in actual assets being exploited, infected, and then you start seeing those initial steps. Because again, going back, the first thing that they're going to do is discover what else is there and try to replicate. First, with the local network. At home, at Starbucks, at the office, whatever. More and more and more. And then second, pivoting however they see fit and getting that information. And then it's just a matter of, you now have a botnet, and then you can do whatever you want. You either encrypt their hard drives and collect ransom, or you sell the assets by the hour to people to do stuff on the dark web. I have a botnet of 5 million devices in the US. The going rate is 1,000 an hour. Send me whatever you want to do, and then boom, that's it. That's how it happens. And then it's just an ongoing. Until they figure it out, That's why a lot of attackers don't actually go with the ransomware. It has to be a lot of high value data. The ones that you see on the news are 1% of the attacks, because the other one remain stealth for years, because they keep capitalizing on it by selling the computing services, the computing power of those botnets. So the last step is what you want to do with that. You've collected 1,000, 5,000, 5 million users. Okay, what do you want to do with that? Okay. Apparently it's a very important company, so it's worth, going out of stealth and encrypting their entire hard drive and asking for a ransom, because they can ask for $50 million in ransom. Okay, let's do that. And that's what you see on the news. So the kill chain, everything I just said, that's the kill chain. That's the entire process, from let's find out who my target is to I have infected 500,000 of their computers and I'm ready to do some serious damage.